Hello! Welcome to Fort Edmonton Park. You've chosen the fort to have your function at? Well, you've made a great choice, just like Frank and Jean here. We're going to show you some of the fabulous venues that we offer that will bring memories to you for the rest of your life. But there are some nuances that you'll have to learn about the fort, so why don't we explore those together? Come on, Frank, Jean, let's go.
Tucked away in Edmonton's beautiful river valley, Fort Edmonton is just a short drive to downtown, Old Strathcona, and West Edmonton, and yet gives the distinct impression of being far away from it all. This is partly due to the physical location, but perhaps more so the sensation of going back to a simpler, less hectic time. In the name of historical accuracy, the buildings and decor are in keeping with the period they represent, dating back to 1846 through 1929. Indeed, many of the buildings are originals, others are detailed recreations of the originals. Each is one of a kind, their contents are often genuine artifacts. Given the historical nature of the park, many modern conveniences intuitively associated with banquets, conference spaces are not always available at this facility. For example, at Clerk's Quarters, there is a charming wood-burning fieldstone fireplace. However, there is no insulation in the wooden walls or air conditioning. No one likes surprises when it comes to planning special events, so in the interest of setting appropriate expectations, clients should be aware of the following. The park is open to the public for daily admission from the May long weekend to the end of August, and weekends in September. There are also a number of publicly ticketed signature events and entertainment offerings throughout the year. During these periods, access time to the venues will be more restricted. Modern vehicles may not be allowed on the site, and parking is oftentimes a short walking distance from the venues. Planning for deliveries from third-party suppliers such as florists must be arranged in advance with your event coordinator. Likewise, sound and lighting equipment deliveries will be required to abide by the access rules. Setup and strike down must occur within the time specified in the rental agreement. Due to the public nature of the facility, no allowance can be extended for early or late departures and venue restore. Washroom facilities are sometimes adjacent to or on a separate level from the venue hall. If you have guests with limited mobility, this may be a concern for you. Due to restrictions around fastening anything to walls, ceilings, or fixtures, the sensitivity of our artifacts, the presence of livestock on site, and various security systems, in other words, due to operating inside a living history museum, pre-approval of all decorating plans must be obtained from your event coordinator. Given that the park is surrounded by residential neighborhoods, noise levels are carefully monitored and must not exceed City of Edmonton Bylaw number 7255. No signage can be erected in or around the park without approval from the event coordinator. Please be aware that weather conditions may affect your event. In the case of a moderate heat, venues without air conditioning may be uncomfortably warm. Venues with air conditioning will require that windows and doors remain closed. Dirt roads may be dusty. In the case of a moderate cold, venue doors will need to remain closed to keep the heat in. Horse-drawn rides may not run, and roads and boardwalks may be very icy. In the event of rain, dirt roads may be muddy. Boardwalks may be slippery. Horse-drawn rides may not run. Catering food is usually prepared in the centralized kitchen and transported to your venue. Delivery can be delayed due to weather conditions. Outdoor photography sessions cannot interfere with the public's experience in the facility. In other words, boardwalks cannot be blocked, attractions and rides cannot be monopolized. If the success of your event is dependent upon keeping a strictly scheduled itinerary, a highly controlled environment, balloons and/or loud music into the wee small hours, exclusive use of the entire facility, Fort Edmonton may not be your choice of a venue. If the success of your event is dependent upon an ambience of tradition and community, access to unique activities and entertainment, the provision of fabulous food and food services, the creation of a lasting memorable experience, you can do no better than Fort Edmonton Park for your choice of venue.